Hey everyone, I am Kathy from Kathy Creates, where I try to inspire you to create. It's been a minute since I've been on. It's been a couple of weeks. It's been a little nuts around here. Come on in. This is my segment on Craft Around the Clock, as well as on my own page. When you get here, say hello. Let me know you're here. And I'm going to get us pulled up over here so I can see comments. Make sure you're commenting. Mom is going to be pulling names for a Happy Mail, and I've been bad, so I owe a couple of Happy Mails actually. So I'll be drawing a couple probably this weekend maybe. We'll do it. So I am going to pull this up, and we will get started. I see a few comments are rolling in. I can't see them yet. There they go. There's Miss Tracy. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Cheryl. Coffee cheers, my girl. All right, so let's get started. So this is a brand new kit, and I think it is just the sweetest little sign. I'll try to hold it up without everything falling off. It just says hi, and it's a gnome, okay? Wait till you see how stinking cute this thing is put together, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get it done. Make sure you guys keep commenting. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, when you use the sticky back that we have on all of our pieces, it doesn't like stain that's not completely dry. You gotta let the stain dry for a good 24 hours. So since we don't have that kind of time, we're gonna use antiquing wax. It'll work just the same. Hello, Anita. So we're gonna, quote, stain our backer board with just Waverly antique wax. Okay, and a baby wipe. I'm almost out of wipes, so I went and grabbed some of our bathroom wipes. So I have spares. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. This takes quite a bit, so I'm gonna just dip it in there. Try not to get it all over my white shirt. All right, so I'm just wiping it on. And we will get this going. How is everybody's day today? I had a pretty good day. It was a good day. I had to work, but it still was a good day. Hello, Craft Crazy Company. Hello, hello. So I love doing this stain technique because it's so easy and quick, and it dries very fast, so I don't have to worry about my sticky back not sticking. All right, I think we got it. So I'm just going over it to make sure I've got it all even and all the smears or all the streaks are out of it, because it can get a little streaky. Pardon my voice, you guys know the drill with my voice. So, okay. So there we go. It's stained. See, that's the natural side. This is the stained side. Okay. So we're just going to set that aside and let it dry. We can pull out the heat tool if we need to. Let's go ahead and get going here. All right, and get all the excess stain off my hands. Hello, Diane. Hello, hello. I'm so glad to be back. It's been a couple weeks that I haven't been on. Between all my new physical therapy and work and not sleeping, and it's been a rough go the last few weeks actually. All right, so we're gonna do our hat first because we're gonna Mod Podge this one. I'm going to take my buffalo plaid. Yeah, it'll fit. And we are gonna trace it. Let's get this out of the way. Let's get our paper towel out of the way. So let's see, how can we put this on here and get, I don't want to waste it for as much as oh, that'll work right there. I think will work. Not quite. That's not going to work. Okay, so we're going to have to waste some. Yeah. All right, it is what it is. So we're just going to trace, but we got to flip it over, because that's the side that's going to have, because the other side has the sticky back. So we're just going to trace this. we just have our little hat as traced, as you can see. We're going to cut that out real quick. It's back. You know it. It's buffalo plaid. I had to bring it back. This is a good transition piece between fall and summer. With the sunflower, it can be either, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think sunflowers are fall or summer? I thought it would be a good transition piece. So you'd be able to leave it up in between. Because, you know, right now I still have my Americana up, but, you know, I could easily take that down now and put this up. Because I think this is perfect season for it. Do you guys use sunflowers for fall? Yeah, I agree, Diane. I think they can be both. And that's why I designed this kit for both. So this is a kit on my website. It's $28 shipped to your door. That includes shipping. It is just the wood. There's no paint or paintbrushes or anything else in it. All of our kits do have the sticky back, so there's no gluing necessary. It's peel and stick. So once we get everything painted, we'll show you how that works. It's super easy. The sticky back is definitely a game changer. All right, there we go. All right, so we're gonna get rid of that. Yep, perfecto. Okay, so now we're gonna get our Mod Podge out. They can, but the risk isn't worth it. What's the risk, Mom? I missed something. What's the risk? I missed something. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have, my voice is, I have a paralyzed vocal cord, and there is a procedure they can do. It won't unparalyze it, but it will help with it. But the problem is that I also have a very serious allergy. Wow, I've got way too much Mod Podge and I'm dripping everywhere. I have a very serious allergy to MSG, like anaphylactic shock type seriousness. So I have to be super careful with that. And, you know, my throat can swell. When they do this procedure that they wanted to do, it would make my esophagus even smaller, which it's already very small. And then with the vocal cord being paralyzed, it partially covers that vocal cord. Or that vocal cord partially covers it already, and it doesn't move. So it's dangerous for me because I would have less time to, you know, get treatment for an allergic reaction. And, you know, I could die. So it's not a risk I'm willing to take. If I didn't have the allergy, I would probably do it. But with the allergy, it's just not worth it. All right, so we're putting this down and making sure it's down good, and making sure I don't have bubbles in it. And we do not, so we are good there. We're going to just try to dry this a little bit because we're going to sand our edges. Oh, I love sunflowers too. So now I'm going to take my little gator, and I'm going to do this over a paper towel so it's easier to clean up. And we're just going to go around and we're going to sand off our edges here. And notice I can do this now, ladies. My arm is good enough to do this. It's still doing a lot of physical therapy. It's still can't sleep at night because it's uncomfortable. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm doing good. Exactly. Yeah, it's definitely, I used to be a runner. I know that's hard to believe with my fluffiness now. But I used to run. I used to run half marathons. And that's out. She said, you'll never be able to do that again because my esophagus is too narrow and I wouldn't be able to get enough air to run or do any hard cardio. So that's out, which I hadn't been running before this happened. So, because I had an injury that sidelined me and then I just couldn't get back into it. It was way too hard. So my running days are long gone. That's okay. All right, so we've got that sanded. So we've got our hat done, okay? We're gonna move this. Yes, Bob's doing good. He's doing much better. He's still in therapy as well for his back, but he's doing so much better. Okay, so let's get painting. We've got all this to paint. So this, all I need to paint is just this bottom part because it's gonna get covered by the hat. So I'm just gonna trace a line so I know where I need to paint to. Okay, just like that. So I just laid the hat on it, we're tracing it. And I'm gonna use this olive green. Yeah, I am doing better with the shoulder. Like I said, it's a work in progress. It's gonna be for quite some time. It's a long game with a shoulder like this. So, unfortunately, I'm not anytime soon going to be done with this. I asked them, I think it was last week, I went for my 8-week checkup. It's actually been 9 weeks today. And I went for my 8-week checkup last week. And the doctor's like, yep, everything's going great. And I asked him, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fabulous. Now, when is this over? Because I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. He said, oh, you got a while yet. Said it's about a 6-month recovery. So, I mean, each day is better. I don't want to say it's not. It is better, but it's far from good yet. All right, so let's get these other pieces over here. How are we doing on time? Okay, we're only 15 minutes in. We're doing great. All right, so we're going to let that dry. And then we're going to paint the sunflowers. We got to paint these. Let's go ahead and do these white because I'll probably need a couple of coats. So let's do that. Where's my white? Here it is. So I still have a 2-pound weight limit that I'm allowed to lift. That's it. 2 pounds. I asked about a gallon of milk and he went, that's more than 2 pounds. No, ma'am. Okay. So where are all my brushes? Here we go. This one's a good one. So nope, there's no lifting anything over 2 pounds, which means I can't lift my babies yet. Which really stinks that I can't lift my little guy because, you know, he's not even 2 yet. And I can't pick him up. So that stinks, but I'm following the rules. I want this over with, so. Okay. Hey, Miss Tracy. How you doing, girl? Let's see. Where's one of my sponges? So I love to use the sponges for pieces like this. It just makes it so much easier. And then I just reuse them. I just cut off the tip, the end that I'm using, and then I just reuse them. This one's been cut. You can get a lot of uses out of them before you have to throw them away. I used to rinse them, but it just ended up being easier to just cut them. Okay, so let's let this dry. Let's hit it with the dryer real quick. Exactly what this has been with my shoulder. It has been one day at a time, and you know, sometimes it goes well and other days are rough. Today is one of the rougher days. It's a little sore today, but we had some weather come through. We had a cold front come through, and I can tell. Hey, Karen. Oh no, your shoulder? Tracy, I don't envy that. Trust me, it sucks. Okay, that's dry, so let's do one more coat. So I try to go towards the edge, so I'm not getting a bunch of excess paint, scraping it along that edge, so I keep my nice black lasered edge. There's fuzz right there. After a long day at work, I can definitely tell. And especially a day if I'm doing a ton of typing, which most of my days are typing, but some of them I'm just like hardcore data entry, and those days I can tell it's definitely sore. But I've kind of learned little tricks to make it feel better, like I'll deliberately rest my elbow on my desk so the rest of my, what's the word I want to use, posture isn't necessarily great, but at least I can do it. But a little uncomfortable. Ugh. Using those muscles. Exactly. And that's, I asked the doctor because I was a little concerned, because one of the things they did was they cut the tendon for my biceps where it connects to the rotator cuff. They cut that and they put an anchor in somewhere else. I don't know where they put it, but somewhere else. And when they did that, it's been fine. But then out of the blue, out of the blue, I started getting a lot of pain right in here where that is. And I got worried. I'm like, oh no, I hope I didn't mess up the repair. And so when I went for my checkup, I asked the doctor about it. He said, absolutely not, because you're fine. So what most likely is happening is you're using different muscles. And, you know, it's angry. So that's calmed down. It's not as bad as it was. So thank goodness that went. Because that was bad. It hurt real bad. That's probably the most pain I've been in since surgery. Yeah, since after my surgery. All right, so let's go ahead and do this next part. So I'm going to put a bunch of polka dots on my high because I just think it's really cute. I think we're done with the white. Yes, so we're going to put that way. So, yeah, it's just been so much fun, let me tell you. It's been a blast. Not. Okay, so I'm just using a little skewer, and I'm just going to randomly put polka dots. I'm not going to fuss about spacing or anything like that. We're just going to randomly place them. I'll show you how cute this is as soon as I get this part done. Because the polka dots, since the paint's a little thicker, it takes a minute to dry. So we're going to do this part first. Then we'll go back and paint the rest. I am very blessed. Yes, it's been, I went back after 2 weeks, well, 2.5 weeks. And those first 2 weeks were pretty rough. I'm not going to lie. I probably should have stayed off the 4 weeks. Doctor told me I could go back if I wanted to. And dumb me said, yeah, let's do it. And those first 2 weeks were pretty rough. But after that, it got better. And now it's fine. I mean, there's days that I'm sore, but it just depends. I did have the doctor's blessing, though. I did not do it without the doctor. He knew I had a desk job, so it was just basically dead injury. And I have my own little, part of my therapy is the pulleys. If anybody's had shoulder stuff done, you know about the pulleys. Well, I brought a set of those into work so I can do my pulleys. And so when it starts getting tight, I'll just get up and go do my pulleys for a little bit, and that definitely helps. And then I can do the other stretches too, so it's good. I just think this is so cute with the polka dots. Right? Mom's happy. Oh, no, that's not good. Yeah, Mom was filling in for me because Mom works for me. And yeah, she was very happy I came back when I did. So, okay, let me show you this if I can do it without smearing it. Look how cute our little high is. Isn't that darling? We're going to give it a quick little dry. She did a fabulous job filling in for me. This won't be completely dry, but we're going to get it as much as we can. Because when you do this technique, it leaves a lot, it's thick. So it's hard to get it to dry, all the polka dots. I just need to get it dry enough so when I go to put it together, I don't make a mess, basically. Okay, so let's set that guy aside. And we'll work on our sunflowers. Okay, so the big one is going to be the darker color because they kind of nest on top of each other. So we're going to do the big one. And I'm just going to do it with the sponge because it's easier. And we don't really have to worry about the inside because it's going to have this one over the top. So we really just need to get these edges. I just had a glob of paint there, so that's the only reason I went into the middle with it. So we'll let that dry. We'll probably have to do another coat. Then I have a lighter yellow here that we're going to do the top one with. Let me shake that up. Now this one you need to do the whole thing, even though this centerpiece is going to be over the top. I did not get enough paint out. I either don't get enough or I get way too much. Do you guys have that same problem? Okay, so let's dry these real quick. Exactly. It was awesome having Mom fill in. I mean, she was honestly the best candidate for it because she works with us every day, so she already knows, well, not every day, she works a day and a half a week. But, you know, she already knows a lot of the things, so it was easier to train her than to train somebody off the street. Or even anyone else in our office because, you know, they're not as familiar with it as she is. She knows the customers, she knows, the employees. She knows how a lot of this stuff works. She knows some of the systems. She didn't know all of it. I had to train her on some of it, but she knows the basics of the system, so that really was easy. It made it an easy transition. She may not have thought so, but I thought so. All right, let's go back and do this guy again. Yeah, the sponges are great. That's pretty much all I paint with anymore. I mean, I use brushes for big things, but for these littler pieces, I always use sponges. So much easier. I am working on getting an Amazon list together. I will be emailing it if you're on my email list, because Prime Days are next week. So that would be a great time to get some of the things. And I'm going to post my links to the things like these, the makeup sponges that I buy. I buy them on Amazon. So I will post a link to those so you guys can have them. If you're on my email list, you'll be getting an email. I'm not sure it'll be tomorrow, but maybe early next week. Because I want to definitely get it out before Prime Days, which I think are 16th and 17th or 17th and 18th, something like that. I'm going to do one more coat on this guy because it's not covered perfectly yet. All right, I think that should do it. All right. All right, we just have 2 more pieces to paint. This one's going to be super easy. This is the center of our sunflower, so we're going to paint that black. We don't need much of that, but I do need a sponge. Okay, I got that painted. All right, so now we're going to take our white over here. We're going to put just a drop of this golden brown Craft Smart. We're going to mix it up with our white and get any out. There we go. I'm just going to take my little skewer here and mix it. We might need more. Yeah, we're going to need a little more. I'm trying to make a flesh color. But that's a little too dark, so I wanted to mix it with a little white. That's better. For his nose. You love your kit? I knew you guys would. Isn't it cool? So if you're new to my page, I have a subscription box. And I send out a different kit every month. And with that kit, you get all the paint, you get all the everything. I mean, I've sent candles with kits. I've sent fairy lights. I've sent, oh gosh, just all kinds of things, whatever it needs for the whole project. This one, we're making a tray. And so I sent handles, and it's just going to be way cool. So I still need that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this together. Yeah, it's dry. Actually, let's sand it first. Where's my sanding block? So I'm just going to go around and sand our edges here. Just because I like that look. Certainly don't have to do this if this is not your look. I like the distressed look. How are we? Okay, we got 15 minutes. Perfect, because we just need to put it together now. And this, like I said, this month is a tray with a big sunflower in the middle. With shiplap, and where I've got it, I sent glue because we're going to do the chippy finish, the crackle finish, I guess. So I sent them glue this time. So it's going to be cool. It's really neat. Tracy's already making plans for her kid. I love that. I absolutely love that. Okay, and let's see, is this dry? Yes, it is. So I'm going to do the same on this. Just go around. Okay, and then we're going to do the same on our, this part. Okay, so I've got everything sanded. So now we're going to go ahead and start putting it together. You like different. Yes, you do, and that's great. That's what I love about sending these kits out, is that everyone does them a little bit different. Some use the paint I send, some don't. They make it their own. They make it match their decor, and I absolutely love that. Okay, sticky back, remember? So I'm going to put these two pieces together, and they go kind of staggered. Okay, so see how that's staggered? And then this goes right in the center. Now I'm also going to put polka dots on this with the dark yellow. I'm going to put them just on the top flower. Let's move that out of the way. I need to get some more paint out. There's got a yellow paint on my face. I think I might have. Oh well. I wash. How's everybody's weather? We had some of Hurricane Beryl, however you say it. We had, Mom actually got 4 inches of rain yesterday. Or overnight, I guess. Not last night, but the night before. I don't know what we got. We got some, but I don't know if we got 4. Probably close to it because she's almost due east of us or due west of us. So whatever she gets, we usually get. I did get paint on my face. I have yellow. Okay. Oh, well. All right. Let me show you how cute my little daisy or my little sunflower is. Can you see the extra? Isn't that cute? Okay. So let's start putting this guy together. How you doing? Little rain. It's not been too bad today. It's been pretty nice today. It was about mid-80s today. So let's go ahead and get this guy put together. So first we're going to put the hat on. And again, it's just the peel and stick. I will caution you, once it's down, it's down. You will not get it back up without ruining both pieces. So make sure when you put it down that it's where you want it, because it will become a problem. Oh my gosh, 6.5 inches of rain in one day in Indiana. Wow, that is a lot of rain. going to put his nose on. How are we doing? We got 9 minutes. Okay. We're doing okay. Just have a little bit of embellishing left to do. We have to put a bow on it. Okay, so our little gnome is put together. Look how cute he is. All right, let's see if this is dry. And it is. That's what I love about that antique wax, is it is dry already. Okay, so that's going to go like so. And then this guy goes right here. So, like I said, everything is peel and stick. I always suggest that you lay things out first before you peel it, because once you peel it and stick it, you're not going to get it back up. So I always suggest that you lay everything out first, make sure everything fits the way you want it to, and then pull them up one at a time to stick them down. Okay, so that part is done. Look how stinking cute this guy is. Oops, let's go. There we go. Look how cute he is. Okay, but we're not quite done with him. We're going to add a little more to him. So I'm going to take my white paint pen. If I can get the lid off. Holy crap. Okay. Get it primed. There we go. And I'm just going to do a little embellishing down here on the bottom. The computer's trying to time out. Then we're just going to add a little bit on his nose just to give it a little something, something. Okay. So I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's very subtle, but it just adds to it. It's just those little finishing touches that really add to it. We've got a quick dry. We've got 7 minutes left. All we got to do is make a bow. You have to make a bow and put the hanger on it, and we are done. So let's get rid of that and that. Okay. All right, so that's done. Let's get rid of this so I don't make a mess. All right, so we are going to take some raffia. You know, it's all coming back today. The raffia, the buffalo plaid, all of it. All right, so I'm just gathering up some pieces, putting them kind of together with one end. Yes, plenty of time, plenty of time. All right, and then I'm just going back and forth, back and forth. And we're going to grab a piece of twine. And I'm just going to tie this around the middle, and we'll clean up any of the crazy ends. Okay, and now I'm going to take some of this. This is just, it's got buffalo plaid on the edge, and it's got the burlap on the outside, or the buffalo plaid on the edge and the burlap on the inside. I'm not going to do any floral on this one because the design goes up so high. We're just going to put a bow. And I'm only doing a 2-ribbon bow. I'm not going to go crazy with my bow because I don't want to take away from the top of this. I just want to add a little something. This was last year Hobby Lobby and their fall ribbon. Some sunflowers. All right, So to do our bow, we're going to fold these in thirds, cheating our ends down. I'm going to do the exact same thing. Whoops, that's backwards. I've got the back side of the ribbon out front. We don't want that. Okay, and we did the exact same thing with this guy. We're going to lay him right there. Now that's not wired, so I have to hold on to it. We're going to lay our raffia in the center of it. I'm going to flip it over. We have 4 minutes. Perfect timing. All right, and we're going to gather this up with our fingers, kind of pinching it together as we go. Start to pull it tight. Make sure my raffia is in the center. Kind of scoot it down a little, so we're going to pull it back up. And pull it tight and tie another knot. Okay, and then we're going to cut those off. I'm going to give it a little haircut where it's got some craziness. And I'll show you our cute little, there's our cute little bow. Let's go ahead and put our hanger on first, and then we will. So to do the hanger, I like to go in the front hole, back through the back, because then it's flat back here on the back where it's going to hang against your door or your wall. Okay. And then this hole is kind of big, so I'm going to tie a couple of knots here. Should be good. Yep, that's good. All right, we're going to do the same on this side. Okay, so we got our hanger on. So now the way I do this is I lay this right across and I hold on to this and I pull up so I can see the center of it. And then I'm just going to go in this back corner of the bow, or the back loop of it, and staple it right onto our board. Okay, and there you have it. Look at our cute little guy. Isn't this thing darling? I just love this kid. See, another crafter making a bow and then a messy bow in the middle. Oh, I bet that is cute. That would be darling. So, again, this guy is $28 shipped to your door. The link is up above if you'd like to purchase it, and we'll get it out to you. So, thanks so much, ladies, for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.